Hey guys, this is Alana LaRue. Today is the 19th of April, which means that I am officially 2 weeks pre-op for my gastric bypass Roux-en-y, which is happening on the 3rd of May at Clementine Churchill Hospital in Harrow in London. So I'll start with my stats, and I weighed in at 131.3 kilos, which is just under my highest weight at Christmas of 132 kilos. I'll do the comparison to pounds just down below, so you can see what that is, but I believe it is around about 290 pounds. In my last video, I mentioned that I had lost a little bit and had dropped down to 129.3 kilos. Unfortunately, to coincide with pre-op diet, my period arrived today, which is absolutely wonderful because I always get famished around my period and I can't actually eat anything for the next 2 weeks, so that's an interesting experience. But also with my period, I always put on around about 2 kilos or 4-ish pounds, just retaining water. It happens all of the time, every month, like clockwork. So I sort of have accepted that, and I'm not too worried about it. Today, being 2 weeks pre-op, also means that it was the first day of my pre-op diet. I have 2 weeks to sort of do the liver shrinking diet so that they can lift a nice small liver out of the way to get to your stomach during the operation. So my surgeon has us do the milk diet, which means that I'm allowed 2 litres of milk each day and a stock cube for dinner, one of those a day, so that you can get a little bit of sodium in your diet and a little bit of variety, although not much. So today I've had lots of milk. I started the day with a venti iced latte from Starbucks with some sugar-free caramel syrup in it, which was a treat. And then I just spaced out a couple of glasses of milk throughout the day. And also had some multivitamins. So I had a Boots A to Z multivitamin chewable tablet, followed by a Berocca, which is, sort of the effervescent B vitamins, which has sort of kept my energy up for most of the day, which is great, because I was a bit worried about that being at work while not taking in a lot. So a couple of small updates for this week. On Saturday, I went to my first support group through Weight Loss Surgery Info, or WLS Info, which is a not-for-profit organisation here in the UK. They have a group that meets in central London on the 3rd Saturday of each month. So I sort of packed myself up and went along to that on Saturday, and so glad that I did. I was a little bit nervous sort of going in there. I went by myself and not knowing anyone, not knowing how many people would be there, not knowing what the format of the meetings are or anything like that. So I just sort of rocked up and hoped for the best, and the best it was. So a really nice small group of people who were happy to share their experiences and their knowledge, and it was just absolutely one of the best things that I've done so far in preparing for this, because it was the first chance to really just talk to normal people who have had the operation and are living their lives, and aren't afraid to share the ups and the downs, and it was just really important to me to be able to see that. And it sort of was the first point where, I don't know, I felt like it was going from a hypothetical or an academic sort of exercise. Oh, I'm doing this surgery, I've got it booked in, but it's all theoretical. And in talking to people, it just gave that feeling of reality, but in a really good, grounded way. So I'll definitely be going back there. Hopefully the next one in May, I will be about 2.5 weeks post-op, in which case, as long as all goes well, touch wood, I am really excited to sort of join them in that journey. Really, really surreal, but really good. Also a funny story, big shout out to Modbod. I was sitting down with a few of the early people just talking through and who should walk in the door, but someone whose YouTube videos I had been watching. So I felt like a bit of a stalker. But hey Lou, it was absolutely wonderful to meet you on Saturday. And thank you so much for all the videos that you've shared because, you know, as I said, it's so helpful to all of the people out there. So thank you again. Other updates that happened this week, I think I went into a little bit of over preparedness to sort of calm the nerves down. So I did a bit of an Amazon order and got myself a few little things to sort of get prepared for surgery and get prepared for the pre-op stage. And what have you. So I did a little bit of an Amazon shop. So I'm going to show you what I managed to get. Pull out my shopping bags. So knowing that there's going to be plenty of protein drinks in my future, I got 2 of these sort of smaller sized blender bottles. The actual brand is LMP Max. I've got no idea if that's even a brand, but it has have one of those little metal blender balls in there, so blend out protein powder really easily. So I got 2 of those. They're only $1.99 each, so £1.99 easy. I also got some little drink bottles. These are 330ml bottles, and they are BPA free, phthalate free, or however you're supposed to say it. They're actually made in New Zealand, where I'm from, so extra bonus. But I just got these off Amazon, and I think they're around about £2 each as well. But I figured if I've got a couple of these, I can have one with water, one with protein. Post-surgery, I'm thinking it'll just be a case of getting those things down, almost tape one to each hand, and I should be on my way. And I figure it's sort of a small enough amount that it's not overwhelming at any given time, and I can still measure it out. So happy I got those. And for the pre-op diet, I also picked up some Monin sugar-free caramel syrup. I am allowed to add things to the milk, just, you know, for variety's sake. So I got myself some sugar-free caramel syrup. Managed to pick up a sleeping mask, thinking about, you know, sort of getting ready and what people have recommended in the hospital. A lot of people said bring a sleeping mask, so I got one of these slightly moulded ones, which block out the light pretty damn well. And they've also got this area here which is moulded so it sits away from your eyes, so there's no pressure sitting directly over your eyelids, which is brilliant because I hate that feeling. So got that. I think it was about £6 off the top of my head. In addition, I have been stocking up on all the various vitamins and bits and pieces that I'm going to need post-op. So trying to get organised with that, trying to get a few different options into place, trying to decipher all the different recommendations for what to take. So to begin with, I got chewable multivitamins. So I've actually started taking these today. These are just Boots brand, which is like a drugstore here in the UK. These were £2.85, so nice and cheap for 60 tablets. They say 1 a day, but I think from what I can decipher from reading all the websites, most bariatric recommendations are to double that, especially if you had bypassed, where you are going to get some amount of malabsorption of vitamins. So I have these. They have one tablet has like 100% of everything just about of your daily values. Sorry, just trying to open up the open up the label so you can see what's in there. I don't know if this is actually going to focus, but I can give it a shot. That is what is in there. So £2.85, easy. I've actually ordered some nice and expensive Bariatric Advantage vitamins, chewables, but they may not arrive in time for the operation, and they also cost 10 times as much, which is slightly off-putting, but people do say that it's, you know, the quality of the vitamins does matter, so we'll see. I also got chewable iron tablets. These are from Nature's Plus. Really simple, decent sized tablets really, but they do have 27 milligrams of ferrous fumarate in there, which I think is the kind of iron that is supposed to be a little bit easier on your stomach. Childproof caps, man, not my friends. And they're pretty sizable, these ones. That's sort of what they look like there. They're cherry flavoured. They're not too bad. I have tried them, and they're definitely flavour-wise doable. I think they do have a slight irony aftertaste. I also got vitamin D3 drops. These have 4,000 IU, or yeah, 4,000 IU per serving, and a serving is 2 drops. They're actually, it's vitamin D3 and an olive oil base. Doesn't taste like anything. You can just throw a couple of drops in your water in the morning. Easy, done, and it's a decently high dose. These were a little bit more expensive. These were, I think, £10 there or thereabouts, but it does have 240 servings, so that is plenty to get me through the next, Lord, 6 months. Let's go with that. Next up, I got these strong calcium chewable tablets. So these are 600 milligrams per tablet. So I need to take 3 of these a day. I haven't tried these ones yet. You can see it's still all sealed up, but I think they were about £6, I want to say, for this, which will be about 20 days worth, so 3 weeks worth. Oops, sorry there guys, had to cut away. That was actually the doorbell ringing because I had another delivery, which is sort of embarrassing. So I'll open that up in a second. Last thing on the vitamin front is this little tiny little bottle of sublingual biotin. Each tablet has got 5,000 milligrams, no sorry, 5,000 micrograms of biotin, and it is these tiny little tablets that are supposed to dissolve in your mouth. We shall see about that. I haven't tried these ones yet either, but supposed to help prevent the hair loss, which, you know, I'm going to give it a try. Almost at the end. I did get some little containers. These are called baby pots, which are actually designed for baby food. But if you look at the size of these little things, they should be just about right for post-op meals. They're reusable, cute, 20 of them for like £9, easy. I figured I can stash those up, although I am taking Louisa's advice not to make a whole lot of pureed food to have post-operatively, because she said she threw all of hers away because she just didn't feel like eating any of it. And I think that's probably quite sound advice, because as I hear it, and I'm sure some of you might be able to advise, your taste buds are probably going to change post-op, so best not waste. But I am hoping that these will still be a good buy to take to work for lunch when I go back to work, which it'll be 2 weeks after my operation. A couple more things for the pre-op stage, just to get me through. I got a couple of boxes of pucker tea. This stuff is just awesome. Every kind that I've tried, or every blend that I've tried from them, has been delicious. So I got some 3 ginger, also supposed to help with nausea, can't go wrong there, and some 3 chamomile to help me relax. So I got those, and to shake up from, in case I get bored with regular veggie stock, I also got these KO, don't know how you say it, onion stock cubes, you know, just for a little bit of variety. Last thing, might as well open the box that's just arrived. Embarrassingly, I couldn't even remember what it was when the courier came to the door, but now I've seen that the box is from my protein. I know it is going to be 2 very tiny bottles of Pro Milk. I decided to give these ones a shot. These have 50 grams of protein per bottle, which is pretty incredible. They have 68 calories. No, that's not right. That's 68 per 100 mils. So these are 500 mils. 68 times 5 is, I'm going to say, they're around about 350 calories a bottle. They have 5 grams of carbs per 100 mils, so 25 grams of carbs for the bottle, which feels a little bit high. Not insignificant, but if you're having one of these a day, 50 grams, hard to go wrong, but I don't know what they're going to taste like yet. I can't imagine at 50 grams of protein that it's going to taste very good. Let's just give it a try. These are easy to source in the UK, unlike Premier Protein, which you can't get anywhere. I have actually ordered some online. It was probably an exorbitant cost, but I do have some of those coming to try. I also have a bottle of Gene Pro to give that a shot as well. Again, shipped from the States, can't get it here, but hopefully that will be another option, because protein is pretty much going to be my life post-surgery, I think, especially being vegetarian and trying to get enough in there. It is going to be one of the biggest challenges, I think. Last but not least, not really surgery related, but still very pretty, something I like, something that I bought as a treat. This is a planner from Paper Chase, which is a stationery company here in the UK. It's very cute. It's just like a file of facts, but I got a couple of little pockets and bits and pieces for it. It's got to-do lists. It's got meeting notes, which I thought would be handy, you know, for surgery meetings with the nurse, etc. I have got my pre-op assessment coming up on Thursday. I have to be at the hospital at 9 o'clock in the morning, and they're going to do a whole bunch of tests and bits and pieces to make sure that I'm all fit and ready to go for surgery. So, you know, place to take notes. Other things that are happening this week, I've got a dentist appointment. I've had my hair cut. I'm trying to get in to see my GP. Just, you know, trying to knock all of those things out so that I'm all ready and prepared. Aside from that, this week is really just, you know, getting used to the pre-op diet, drinking a lot of liquids, trying not to get too grumpy. Can't promise it won't happen, but what are you going to do? I will hopefully give you guys another update next Tuesday. And yeah, thank you all for all of your support. I've been loving watching everyone's videos. It's just such a cool community to start to take a part in. See you all next week. This video is getting darker and darker. I apologise, but I keep forgetting things. I'm going to try and flick in some full body shots at the end of this video, just so you can see sort of what my starting point is. Well, also so I can see what my starting point is, and have some